So the first one is with respect to the Prime Minister's or Pradhan Mantri Dhan Dhanya Krishi. Now let me just break down this scheme. Dhan here basically means wealth, and Dhanya basically means from basically agriculture. Now, Dhan Dhanya in the normal language, in the normal words being used by the people, it is actually the expansion of one's wealth or income generation. The same is true in this scheme. Now, this scheme is targeting increasing the wealth from the agriculture sector. So, increasing the dhanya, right, Dhan Dhanya, making or income expansion wealth generation in the agriculture sector. So Pradhan Mantri or Prime Minister Dhan Dhanya Krishi Yojana. Now, multiple articles have been published on this in the last week. So Cabinet approves this scheme, Cabinet clear plans to lift agriculture profile. This was published in the Business Standard. Then the same article was published in the Hindu newspaper as well. Now, all these schemes, the first one is taken from the PIB. Now, all these schemes, all these articles actually highlight the one point. So, instead of going through multiple newspapers, instead of going through multiple articles, this single discussion is enough for you to prepare for this examination. Now, the question comes that, is this too important for us? The answer is yes. Look at these questions. Now, I am giving you the PYQs of UPSC Civil Service Examination. Now, in these PYQs, as you can see, 2016, then we have 2017. Now, UPSC has been asking, and even the state PCS examinations, you will see that they ask questions on government schemes. Now, as this current affairs is for the national level important schemes or the questions, hence I'll be taking the central level of schemes more specifically. Now, in 2016, they asked on Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana. In 2017, they asked on National Pension Scheme. And not only this, there are many. In 2016, again, they asked on Sovereign Bond Scheme. In 2019, they asked on Service Area Approach of the Lead Bank Scheme. So whether a part of the scheme, entire scheme, proposal of the scheme, objectives of the scheme, they can ask anything. Given that, we'll be preparing this specific discussion. Now, Pradhan Mantri Dhan Dhanya Krishi Yojana, which was announced in this year's budget, that is the Union Budget of 25-26. So this year, on 1st of February, our Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman, she announced this scheme. However, this scheme is not associated with a single ministry. I make my point clear. It is a scheme which brings convergence of multiple schemes. You may have heard about a program known as Aspirational District Program. Aspirational District Program. Under this program, government actually converged existing schemes and brought a quality evaluation parameter or indicator evaluation program. Now, this scheme, this Aspirational District Program, it was launched way back in 2006, 17, 18, and it has been working since then. On the similar ground, they have launched this scheme, which is going to last till next 6 years, so from 25 to 31. It is a convergence of 36 existing schemes. So please make this point clear, guys. This is not a new scheme. It is what it is doing. It is converging. It is bringing together multiple 36 schemes across 11 departments and other ministries. So various departments and ministries and the state level schemes will be converged, will be brought under the single program. Now, what they will do by converging this? Because there is no separate allocation has been made for this. So don't think that extra money will be given for this scheme. No. It is within the same program. Nothing, no extra allocation will be made for this program to run. It will work as per under the same program. We have the government machinery for that to implement this program. Special focus will be on the pulses, fruits and vegetables. Basically, they are focusing non-food grain items. So rice, wheat, coarse cereals, they have been excluded from this. I won't say completely excluded, but their focus has not been much. The focus will be on 3 items. 2 belongs to horticulture, fruits and vegetables. And already you know that fruits and this horticulture has already surpassed the food grain production in India. Pulses is the one where India is still a net importer because we consume more than what we produce. So as we are a net importer, we are importing pulses from outside, including the countries like Mozambique. In this scenario, improving the pulses production is extremely important for us. Given this understanding, we have converged 30C schemes. So what are the components of this scheme? Number 1, 100 districts have been selected for this on the basis of 3 indicators: low productivity, low cropping intensity, and less credit disbursement. So those 100 agricultural districts, please understand this, these are 100 agricultural districts. These are not the districts which have deserts. These are not the districts which are on the hilly areas. They are properly identified 100 districts where agriculture is prominent. But who are these? Which are those 100 districts? Which 3 important identifications? Number 1, low productivity, low cropping intensity. Low productivity basically means per acre or per hectare how much they are producing. Low cropping intensity means how intensively they are cropping a particular crop. And less credit disbursement, those areas where agricultural credit is not easily available to the farmer. So out of these 3 criteria, they have identified 100 such districts. Now those 100 such districts will be selected from each state. So one district will be selected from every state, even if they are on the hilly areas. Committee will be formed at district and state and the national level for planning, implementation and monitoring. As I told you, it's not a new program. What it is basically targeting on monitoring and implementation. The most important problems that we face with respect to the government schemes in India is its improper implementation. Now, because of this, government is bringing various programs where they are shifting their focus from just providing a service to providing and evaluating a service. Now, in this case also, government is trying to evaluate something. They want to monitor, and this monitoring will be done at a state, district and even the national level. For this, district agriculture and allied activities plan will be finalized. Who will plan? This plan is at district level. So it will be finalized by the district Dhan Dhanya Samiti, which will have farmers, for instance. So farmers will come up and will decide a plan for across the district that how much they should invest in which scheme. 36 schemes will be subsumed, have been included in this. So they will try to plan up that how to use those 36 schemes, which scheme needs to be improved, which scheme needs to be reduced down. All those kind of a plan will be evaluated by farmers including body. And these plans will be prepared for each district out of these 100. District plans will align with the national goals. For instance, Government of India under National Food Security Mission is aspiring to increase the pulses production. For that matter, that is the national goal, increase pulses production. But at every district level, let's say out of 100, 20 districts are the ones which are producing pulses. Now in those 20 districts, government will provide a different plan, including the consultation of the farmers. And those plans will align with the national goals of increasing the pulses. So from the grassroots level, planning process is starting, but it is aligned with the national goals. Progress will be monitored on 117 indicators. That's why this scheme is mostly about monitoring outcomes. So please understand that, right? So this scheme is all about monitoring the outcomes. The schemes are already there. Those 36 schemes are already working in India. We have to focus on their outcomes, right? So performance indicators will be there. Public sector banks will develop the Grameen Credit Score framework to serve the credit needs of self-help group and the people in the rural area. Basically, every public sector bank, let's say we have SBI. So SBI will prepare a small plan. Under this small plan, they will try to chalk out that whether this particular village people are worthy to give loans or not. What is their exact history of the past? I mean, in the past or in the history, what has been their credit performance? Do they take the loans and don't return it ever? Or were they the credit worthy loanies? So government will, this public sector bank under the government will try to chalk out a plan and identify those self-help groups. NABARD may also help in this. And those self-help groups which have a good credit history will be provided credit easily for the agricultural development. Beautiful plan, right? Given this, what are the benefits? Now, when 36 schemes will work together and every ups and downs of those schemes will be monitored and the report will be sent to the center, things will be done properly. Higher productivity because they are targeting the lower productivity states. Value addition in the agriculture and the allied sectors, especially marketing, right, packaging and others. Livelihood creation, the wealth of a particular family will increase. Increase the domestic production of pulses, fruits, vegetables and others. Achieving the self-reliance, obviously, because pulses is the one where India has, right, exports are less than imports, or imports are more than exports. So we have a trade deficit as far as pulses are concerned. So we will become self-reliance. We will not be relying on the imports of pulses. Crop diversification and sustainable agricultural practices, because many of the schemes within this program are going to talk about organic farming. So sustainability is there. Augment the post-harvest storage at panchayat and block level, because most of the time what we have seen that we grow too many crops. World Food Program has also criticized India, and World Bank has also criticized India for wasting around 25 to 35% of its food after production. Now, to reduce that and utilizing that food, because vegetables and fruits are perishable, they do not last long. At max 3 days, 4 days, up to 7 days they can last. So their storage, transportation, cold storage, everything is important so as to reduce their wastage. And in this program is going to work. Improve irrigation facility. Still, India does not irrigate more than 66 or 2/3 of its area. Now, given that a large part of India's area is still rain-fed, 35 to 40% is still rain-fed, considering that situation, improvement on the irrigation, including the 100 districts, is very important. Now, this is your practice question, guys, from the scheme. So you can pause the video right now. You can go through this and do comment your answer on this question in the chat box.